Oh, you're pushing asking Gashmi's questions. If you see me on stage with this, it's not a vape.
I'm getting into it.
We're still waiting for you to ask forgiveness.
Very, very important. How tall are you?
I'm trying to get influenced by Shuli Rand.
What would be considered a disaster?
Having a baby the day of the show.
Hey, Chaim Brown here from Kol Haolam Live. Let's take a look behind the scenes of HASC 38. We asked a few questions from a couple of singers, producers. Take a look. I think you'll enjoy it. What's your vocal warm-up? Any vocal warm-up that you do or something that you don't eat before a show like this?
First of all, mikveh.
Mikveh, always?
Mikveh.
Before every show?
Try being there, yeah.
Oh, you're pushing asking Gashmi's questions. I have a little thing here. It looks like a vape. If you see me on stage with this, it's not a vape. It's a little straw. You blow air through it. And when you hum through it, it gets your voice into the right, you get your muscles in the right position.
I don't know. You just try to be a yid, you know. And if I'm serving Hashem as best as I can, take care of my wife, take care of my kids. And when I with Hashem, then I hope Hashem will help me do what I need to do.
I'm getting into it. I'm like slowly getting into it. They stopped the music. Before they throw me off over here. Is there any chimum you do for the voice? Any warm-up?
A little bit. Something like that.
יפה מאוד.
I really want to go on stage with this.
Why wouldn't you?
I promise you.
Who doesn't let? Who doesn't let?
My brain is deciding. It's saying,
Ask
Ellie,
forgiveness, don't ask permission.
We're still waiting for you to ask forgiveness.
Speaking of which.
Thing is, if I walk out like this, but this is weird, I can do it. I actually can get away with it. But I can't. It's a small piece of heaven.
So what?
Not gonna happen.
Which one do you
Can't
do?
convince me.
Here we go. Benny's getting into it. Benny's getting into it. Here we go. Is there anything you don't eat before a show? Or how long before a show don't you eat?
No milchik. No milchik.
What, for forever or just before a show?
Both, but for sure, before a show forever, for sure, and forever if you are capable of taking a long punishment.
If you had to define a moment in your career, that moment brought you to the HASC stage. I know it's not your first time here, but what is that? What do you think is that, wow, this is why they called me?
Well, the first time I was on the Hask stage was because my uncle said, call my nephew. And my uncle got some sway in the business. It was a time for duets. They asked Avram Fried who he would like to do a duet with. And my uncle said, how about my nephew? Never did that before. So that was my first appearance on Hask. What made it come the next time was Yesh Tikva came out. If my voice conks out, and the Olam sings along. You know, take over for me. I'm trying to get influenced by Shuli Rand. You know, Shuli has these moves with his hands, these things he does. I wanna figure that out. I'm gonna watch him tonight because he does.
You could practice in front of a mirror.
He has moves. I would love to somehow figure out how to be influenced by it because those are fantastic. You know, I gotta.
Crowd control.
You have to concentrate and pay attention because he's doing magic. I gotta work out those hand motions from Shuli Rand.
Behind the stage, not just behind the stage, behind the lighting wall. So we have the lighting wall, which is made up of hundreds and hundreds of panels, LED panels, all running all the way up. But if you come right behind it, you'll see the controls that we have over here. yeah. See over here, this guy, the screen that you saw before that Benny is reading, they show all the lyrics and everything, this guy's controlling it. And he hears the song as it's going along. If he has to slow something down, he has to speed something up, he adjusts it accordingly. Or see, it says outro. Well, look at the outro, you'll be able to hear it. It's going to be exactly that. Wait for it. That's it, see? Right now it's up to the outro, and that's when they ended the song. He's doing his job. What's your job? Lighting? Are you someone calling the cues for you?
No, I'm doing the cues. Everything is pre-programmed. Everything is running by itself during the show.
Let me ask you, how many cues do you have for a show like this?
Around 900.
About 900 cues?
Yeah.
Everything pre-arranged, pre-assigned?
Everything is working with time code. Everything with the lasers, the automation, the wristbands for the crowd, the lighting, everything is work by itself. All we have to do is just sit, press play, and enjoy the show.
Let me ask you, what was the last change that you made and how long ago was it?
Wow. 1 hour to fix it.
Oh, wow. Today?
And last night.
That's it, but hopefully no more changes, right?
I hope.
We'll
see.
We'll see. B'atzlacha. Good luck to you.
I just wanted to say thank you very much for being here with all of us, and let's have a great show and have a great time. And you know, l'chaim, l'chaim.
L'chaim. We are L'chaim. A toast. Make some noise! Woo! Chaim Siegel right there.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Welcome.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Welcome to the HASC
Good evening.
concert.
Welcome to A Time for Music 38. How do I sound, folks?
You sound amazing.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Rabbi Nachum Siegel.
Not a rabbi, but a pleasure to meet you.
How are you? Chaim Brown. How many years are you emceeing for the HASC concert already?
This is year 38, so I guess I've done about 35 of them.
Could an MC have a disaster?
Oh, yeah. Can an MC have a disaster?
What?
This is not the question to ask 20 minutes before showtime. Yeah, I mean, the mic could not be turned on, and papers could fall on the floor. And, you know, unfortunately, I can outline plenty of disasters for you, but that may not seem like a big deal. But obviously, you know, no one will have died in these episodes, but still, you know, exactly.
Final question, very, very important. How tall are you?
About 6'5".
About 6'5"?
About 6'5".
That's Rav on the show.
A pleasure. Thank you very much.
120 Gesundheit.
Amazing.
Oh wow, look at the violins playing along. That's so nice.
The vocals. Bridging the strength to get it from our floor. We're ready because we know what we're fighting for. Our energy shine like a light we roll. Like a light we roll. We're ready together. Join
How are first Mazel Tov, right? We had a baby for just a few hours ago.
Got a baby, 2 shoot zurück, Baruch Hashem, but this is why you have to be set up with good people. I was zero nervous the whole time. Bamus. This show is the only show in Klal Yisrael probably that is time code to the beat. The lights, the screens, the music, everything is time code. We've been working on the show for 2 months, and Baruch Hashem, I had the best people here, you know, from singers, performers, band, stage managers, lighting, everyone top notch. The biggest show of Jewish music, and the people working on the show reflect that. Baruch Hashem, yeah, so it's been stressful. Of course, I would want to be here.
Some would think that if the main producer's not here, oh, we're managing just fine without you. But that's the biggest compliment for you.
That's it.
That you have the right people set up.
I'm telling you, I called
Hask
Hask this morning. I said, I'm waiting a simcha, but there's the best people here. We have here Chaim Loeb, the assistant producer, Mrs. Cook from Israel, Sarah on lighting, Shmulik Ben Arosh and the entire visual live team. We have Zvi Blumenfeld and Avromi Schreiber on music, Leiby Fast and Sruli Blumenfeld on stage. Literally every set, every step, Moshe Stein on the tickets and the entrance, everything. The Amos was calm. As the guys on, Baruch Hashem, here we are. Shtabach Shamoy.
So what does your job entail from now?
Right now, just to make sure I'm here. Literally, the show. It's always my philosophy. The show has to be able to run without me.
Like
I'm here to problem solve. I just did.
If something goes a little wrong.
If something goes wrong. Ezrat Hashem. Just calling the show.
What would be considered a disaster?
Having a baby the day of the show. I'm kidding. I'm a disaster. I would really want to end on time this show.
Yeah.
Like 10, 15, not longer.
What does that depend on?
Yeah, how much the thing is. I'm gonna talk, you know. Basically, the timeline says we're finishing there. But
what time does it say? Timeline?
10:06.
10:06.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be a little bit longer. Thank you.
I think it should work out amazing.
Gonna make some magic over here. Okay?